unboxing, little unboxing. We got the PlayStation the PlayStation VR2 Sense controller charger station by Sony PlayStation. So this is only the dock, not the controllers. Not the VR2 Sense. So that's that. And we got the big boy. We have the Horizon Call of the Mountain version. So there's two versions. You have just the VR version, and then you got the Call of the Mountain version. Only difference is this comes with the Call of the Mountain game. Pretty sure it's it's not gonna be a physical, so we're just gonna have to put that code in and let the game download. So we're gonna save this best for last. We're gonna start it off with the little DualSense controller here. This just came out today. I received it about 10 this morning, but I was at work, which I only stay about 10 minutes away from my job. So when they dropped it off, which I was told that they wasn't supposed to drop it off, you're supposed to get a signature. They didn't do signature. They just dropped it off, and I seen it in my camera, and I quickly left for lunch and brought it into the house when I got here, and just sat in here and went back to work. Missed out on lunch. Did not mean to tear the box. I love keeping my boxes and stuff, so that just kind of hurt me a little bit, because I love keeping the original boxes. Alright, so we got this look like the two little dongle things that goes into the Sense controllers for the charging. So I've seen these things before. It's kind of like whatever. That's the manual. Okay. This is some manual. No one reads manuals. But yeah, I mean, for anybody that want to read manuals, they still do physical manuals. And these are the two that's going to go into the charging station. I mean, the Sense controllers. So here is the good old adapter that we've been using since the PSP. Good old adapter. With your power cord that's going to connect there. Plug it into the wall. And here's the beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent. And it got a good weight to it too. It don't feel like a bunch of plastic. There it is. It's the back of it. So the plug is gonna go into there, and it's gonna, hang out the back or whatever. So this is the front of it with the PlayStation logo sign. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, the logo sign right there. Yeah, but this they got some grips at the bottom, so it won't be sliding all around on whatever surface you have it on. But yeah, it has a good weight, so the controller's gonna sit nice and snugged in there, I can tell. So boom, let's see how that sits. So it's gonna sit like that, okay. I don't know why I thought it was gonna sit like that, but yeah. And if you hold it like this looks like two things. One, it looks like the thing that goes in the Oculus mask part. It also just looked like an Oculus sign. If you block the bottom of this part right there, it looks like the Oculus sign. But yeah, pretty cool. Uh, just move this to the side. Wasn't really too much to see there. Okay, so it looks like the way the PS5 packaging was, this is pretty much the same. Because this starts to open. Okay, let's just do it like that. I don't need the box to come out. We'll just start pulling things out one by one. How about that? So, what's in the box? Box number one. So, okay, it looks like we got a charging port right here for the controllers. That's pretty cool, pretty handy. We have the headphones. Let's get this thing open. Which I won't be using these headphones, but I do want to try them out. I just want to see how they sound, but they're not going to be my primary headset. So we do have the mediums already placed on. So this is going to connect to the back of the headset. And so it's going to go around and, you know, plug into your ears. And it's good that they gave you this. These are actually, they look pretty nice, like good quality. They don't seem really cheap. So, but I definitely want to give those a test. I want to know. So the mediums already put on there. They have the smalls in here and they have the large in here. So anybody with big ears, there you go. Anybody with tiny ears, there you go. Your average people, it's already installed for you. Boom. And then we have the good old Call of the Mountain full game download. Now I'm not gonna flip this over. Oh, I could flip it over. It's a scratch off. Okay, so boom, scratch that off and start the download. So boom, package in box number one. Show you how they package it. Let's see if you can see in there. Yep. So we got the controllers over there. Look, fine. These are maybe lighter or the same. These feel a tad bit lighter. That's crazy. Let's put maybe I want to see how this sense controllers. Boy. Ooh. Oh, I remember when I first laid eyes on this. Now I can actually hold it. This feels different. This feels like, oh man, you can really like they redesign. Oh man, like for real. This is, I'm not gonna lie, because how light it feels like not good quality. Like I can break the heck out of it. Like it feels like, oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be completely honest. It feels like this came from McDonald's. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the McDonald's toys. But it looks and feels good because it's not so heavy. But at the same time, because it's not so heavy, it feels just like, I don't know, just like fake as heck. So this can definitely be a love or a hate thing. I can see where people would hate it. I can definitely understand it. I would get it. And I can see where people love it because it's like, you can be on this all day. Like it don't feel like nothing is in your hand. Like this is good. That's good. It's good, but at the same time, if you hit something, it's bad. So definitely, you're gonna want to put those straps on because I'm telling you, man, if you drop this, it feel like it's gonna bust into 1,000 pieces. So I would not take that chance. And on top of, I don't know if they sell these separately yet. I haven't seen any, so you want to take really good care of these. But oh man, if I'm playing a boxing game or something, oh, this is nice. This is different. This is very different. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to play something. I want to know now. So boom, and you can just stand them up like that. So there's the charging port, USB-C. So as we saw earlier with the charging, if you didn't get the charging station, you use that charging cable wherever I did with it. Right there. So you take this charging cable, you plug it in. What's the sad part about this is that you only can charge one controller at a time. So when you plug it in, either plug it in your PlayStation or plug it into some kind of adapter, computer, whatever. It got USB-C or USB, because USB-C goes into the controller. So anything USB, plug it in, and I'm assuming that it probably take a couple hours from dead, maybe like 2-3 hours. No, it's USB-C. It shouldn't take that long. It should maximum 2 hours, I think. But I don't know. I'll give it some tests and stuff like later on. But they put one cord. That, I mean, they should have gave you two. You got two controllers. That's kind of weird. But whatever. Sony, I'm just trying to save money. Whatever. Let's get the other controller, and I mean, you know, it's identically the same. Besides, some of the buttons are different because it's kind of like a controller or PS5 controllers in your hand. So on this side, you have the circle and X, and on that side, you got the triangle and square. You got the home button. You have two home buttons. You got one over there, and it actually works. It's not a fake. You got one over there. It actually works. It's not fake. Looks like you got your, back in my day we call it start and select, but now it's menu and recording. You got your R2s, R2 and L2, and R1 and R1 and L1. So R2 and L2. So you really have a full controller in your hand. There's nothing on a PS5 controller that's not on here. So all your four buttons right here, which is your circle and square, or your circle and X right there, with your triangle and square over here. So it's like, you know, and then those two buttons there that I was talking about, the menu and the touchpad. That's the only thing that's not on this. But anyways, that one's there on this side, on the right side, like it's supposed to be. And on the left side, there's your share button right there. And then your two analog sticks, of course, your left and right. And then, oh, this has a mute button. So this doesn't have the mute button. And this, I assume you don't have a D-pad. Okay, so it doesn't have a D-pad on here neither. So that's yeah, it's kind of missing quite a few things, but it's still a full controller. I mean, like, how often do we use it? This is like optional. It's like you're gonna use this or you're gonna use that. Some games you can use this for like menu type of stuff, but this rarely get used nowadays. So we don't really need that. But everything else is there. Be able to play any PlayStation 5 game in VR, or most, like, you know, Call of Duty, or, you know, Battlefield, or, you know, definitely all the first person shooting game, or first person any game, sword games, whatever it is, because it has all the buttons that it needs to function to do that. So in the future, I can tell we're going to be playing actual regular games that you see right there in VR. Let's put this charging station right here. So you take any dongle, it doesn't matter, it don't have a left or right. Take it and plug it into the USB-C port. And they are ultra light. It ain't gonna make no difference of it being on there. It's not gonna make it heavier or bulky in the way where you can't set it down because it's in the way. None of that. And it clicks in really tight. So it's not gonna slip out. There's no way. It clicks in tight. There's nothing you can do to get that thing out of there. You have to literally put a little force to it to pull that thing out. This should be this way. So it should be something like this. Yeah. I guess these cords are sitting inside or whatever. Yeah. I wish it. Well, yeah, there you go. I wish it had some kind of like light. It's on there, but I don't think it has no kind of indication that it's charging or anything like that. So I'll find that out later, but I don't think so. I don't think it's nothing. But that is nice looking. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty nice. The beautiful. I wish I had the old one so I could show you like a little comparison. So there's nothing else in the box. Let's make sure. Could be some secret something in there. Nope. And here's the long, beautiful cord. Ooh, oh. Oh, this is like rubbery. Ooh, I like the feeling of, ooh, yeah. I definitely like the feeling. It's not that cotton feel like the Quest had. This is, yes, I can do that. Some people might not be able to do that, but I definitely can do that. That's cool. It's actually, it feels smaller than the first one, but I don't know. So we have the power button at the bottom. I don't know what this button is here. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's the power button. It looks like that's maybe a speaker or a microphone. Yeah, that's the microphone. Speaker should be back here because that's right. These would go this way. So as you can see, the 3.5 millimeter jack would go right up in there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little hole right there. So it'll go in there. And then on the other side, it's like a snap-in tab. We'll snap in that thing will go into that hole right there. Okay, so then the little and to store them away so they won't just be hanging and dangling or whatever. Put them in here. Boop. Boop. There you go. So you got the roller. The roller is for your eye adjustment. And so it looks like this right here. You got a button up here at the top. So that's for adjusting it. How close you want it to your face. And then this one is how big your head is. Let's see. Okay, so you press the button and pull out. And that's how you stretch it out. And then, so once you got it out, that's how you get it back in. Tighten it up. Now, with me holding this in my hand right now, it looks really pretty. I'm not gonna lie. It really looks good. It looks good for a 2020, I should say. Now in 2023, I say maybe even I can even pass it for 2021, maybe. It looks like a upgrade from the Quest. Like a better version of the Quest. Like not like a Quest 3, but like a Quest Pro or something like that. Like the actual Quest Pro shouldn't have looked like that. Like that, they really took a leap in their looks. If this would have came out, let's say like 2021 or something like that, then yeah. But I can tell this will get probably played out fast. In 2025, this is not gonna look sweet. So and that's only 2 years from now. This is not gonna look sweet anymore because it's gonna be so much stuff that looks like glasses. You can put on, have the same quality, everything. Now with that being said, because I'm holding this in my hand and I can feel how light and how just like I really feel like I can take this and crush this into 1,000 pieces. Like this another thing that feels like it came from McDonald's. I mean, I'm not bashing Sony. I love them to death. As you can see, I got Sony everything. Well, not out here, but I got more Sony stuff in the back. But I love Sony, but this does not feel like premium quality. It feels like they can definitely change this anytime they feel like it. All they need to do is take the pieces out and redesign it. They probably already got a new design for it. It might have a VR2 Slim or something. I believe that they're going to make a Slim. They definitely going to make Slim. They're going to use everything that's still in here and make a Slim. And that Slim is going to be compatible with the PS5 Pro or whatever that's going to be better than the one that's right there. Because all of the stuff is ran from the PS5. This is just a display, just like a TV. So they don't need to rebuild this. This is really a skin. And it's I can feel it. Like this, it really feels really light, like a child's toy. I'm not lying. It looks really pretty, but it feels like a child's toy. Like I wouldn't let my kids play with this. They will tear this thing to shreds. This is just taking it off your head. You got to be kind of delicate with it because Like it really, like, I can see this thing. It's not bad. It's just I just want y'all to know. Other than that, man, I know this thing about to be sweet. I'm about to plug it in, try out a couple of games. I don't think it's nothing I miss. I mean, they got the 4 cameras now. For anybody who just been on the PlayStation PS1 version and don't really know nothing about the Quest or anything like or any other VRs, they finally stepped into the real VR area. Like the first VR is not actually. I mean, it is VR, but the way it's built, it's like a test or something because it has no kind of tracking. Like it does have a tracking, but it's a camera that sits on your TV that looks at you in your whole body and everything, but it's not tracking your body. It's only tracking those 2 little lights that's moving around. Like it's dumb as heck. You can't really do much with it. I had it and I hated it. But this is more like the traditional VR, the stuff that's on the computer, the stuff that's standalones. They made it there. This is gonna be real nice. This is gonna be nice. I know it is. I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't. So I just want to play some games and see if it was worth the investment. I don't really like watching a ton of videos. I like to test things myself and give my own opinion. I'm not jumping into the wagon of, oh, it's the greatest thing ever created. I'm not doing that unless I really feel that way. So you're gonna get my honest opinion. I'll play some games. I'm gonna let you know how it is. So enough of the chitter chat. I'm gonna get this thing all hooked up and sitting up there with his friends, and we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Thanks for watching. Until next time.